What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Lone Wolv Podcast. I'm your host, Wolfson, and today's episode, we got a nice looking topic to talk about, and hence read contracts before signing. This is actually a very crucial episode for everyone, not just up-and-comers or artists that try to go out, but every single fucking person on the planet that has to deal with a contract that you have to sign it. This is the episode for you guys. Why? Because unfortunately, sometimes these contracts are a life-binding decision that can affect you now till the end of times. That's why, guys. That's why. Which is why we need to discuss about this, because a lot of stuff that I'm noticing lately is that a lot of people are having such shitty contracts or signing shitty contracts because they don't fucking read. Or the worst part is that they do read, but they sign it anyways. That's stupid. Or the other occasion in which they send this to their lawyer, but it's not their lawyer. It's basically the label's recommended lawyer. Well, when I hear that, I was like, yeah, no, pass. I'll talk to my lawyer, to one that I have to, pay for. But you know what? I'd rather pay my lawyer for that than to be a slave for eternity for that contract, So we're going to talk about a lot about that stuff, because deals with certain contracts, because not everybody wants to be like, a pop star, and then a lot they want to be on pop star level, or rock star or famous rappers. But what's amazing about it is that sometimes these people don't even know what they're signing into. Like, they don't even read what the fuck it says. The only thing that it came out from within is that, the labels or XY company is telling you, hey, we're paying you this amount of money up front. And when you see that money, you're like, holy shit, this up front? Up now? What? Shut up. Let's go sign this without even thinking twice. Now, let me tell you something, guys. I'm no lawyer, but I know certain laws. I know how to defend myself on a debate because I actually bring up facts and certain topics that can back up my discussion. And as an engineer, there are times in which you have to read contracts to approve it or sign it. Sometimes you can't get the lawyer because you don't know whether the lawyer has the best interest on you or not. Which we're gonna get into that in a moment. So you sometimes have to read it, guys. I read every fucking contract that is presented on me, whether it's a job or whether it's a song that I'm signing, which I hope I get to sign some songs that I'm sending on some labels. Please, God, help me on that. Whether it's a song or an album or a deal, whatever it is, I read it. And there's some fucking words that I do not understand what the fuck it's saying, but I reread it and I double read it again. And if I understand, then all right, let me go on. If I do not understand, I just circle it or put like a little star next to it. Says like, I need to talk to somebody who reads this sort of stuff, So that way, when I get to the person, it's like, hey, what do you think about this? Is it good? Is it bad? What are your thoughts? I already have my thoughts, but I want to hear yours, All the contracts that I've signed up to now, there were probably one contract that I signed that thankfully I got null and void out of it because it was a bad contract. It wasn't going to do anything good to me. Luckily for me, what I did is that at the time, I'm one of my former managers. She helped me out. And the only leverage, because I was a duo artist before I was Wolfson, I was known as Like an Instinct with one of my best friends. And we were just a duo. We already had songs ready to go for this shit. And, we signed into this label. This is like a lame ass label, guaranteed. Didn't know nothing about EDM. I'm pretty sure they were starting to get to know into EDM because everything else, it was just basically like reggaeton or hip or Latin music or stuff, because that's what it is. It was Latin music. So all EDM shit, yeah, they don't know nothing about it. The studio itself was dope. I will say that. The studio was dope, but they didn't know shit. I was signed into that contract for 3 years, something like that. 3 years on a contract. They also wanted me to sign publishing deal with them, and they wanted to sign me with a managing deal. Luckily for me that I had to negotiate, we had to go back and forth with them and tell them like 3 years is too much. Give me a year. And I'm not gonna sign with the I'm not gonna sign to your managing. You're not gonna manage me. And I will sign for the publishing, but that goes with the labels of releases and so on. So 1 year. Give me the year and I'll sign it, you know? So we signed this. So we signed the deal under the Wolves and under the Liking Instinct brand, you know? The more I was messing around with it, the more I was trying to do some other shit. Like, oh my God, hold on. Sorry guys, I paused for a bit because I wanted to have a different beanie for every episode. So this is a new beanie. Anyways, as I was saying, I had to sign in for a year, and the more I was working into it, I'm starting to see the pattern of this guy's work. It was very lazy. It doesn't do much. It doesn't focus much. It felt like I knew more than he. Like he had the money and he had the shit, the equipment, but I feel like my knowledge to the ADN was much more surpassed and superior than he was because he didn't know nothing about it. So we were already assigned into a year, and I was like, "Fuck, bro! Like I want to get out of this contract. Like I don't want to deal with this shit. The reason I don't want to deal with this shit is because like I know what I want, and this wasn't going to. And my best friend, we were just like not in sync, and we were just trying to do it, but it wasn't gonna work. I'm a person that I think's 10 steps ahead of me. That's the type of person I am. I'm a chess player of sorts. Like I gotta think 10 moves ahead of me. Like if I do this move, what's gonna happen next? And what if when I do this move, what's gonna happen next after that one? And so on and so on. So I was thinking about that, and you know, it's because of my way of thinking. It got me like, okay, I need to get out of this contract. Because at the same time, I was getting involved with the promotion company in South Florida, you know, working for Ultra, Life in Color, Sunset Music Festival, and sometimes EDC. And I got to a certain point that, holy shit, I got my own show. I'm going to open up for Jello Claw at the time because I did the work. I'm going to DJ. I open up. I was like, damn, bro, like I did this by myself. I booked my own show by myself, and this motherfucker hasn't done anything about it. At that time, I went with my former manager and asked her, like, hey, is there a way for me to get out of this? Luckily, we figured that because the person hasn't put any money or hasn't invested any money on us yet, we can still get out of the contract. But I feel like that wasn't enough. I feel like there was something else that we need to leverage for me to get out of that contract safely. And of course, it's me leaving the Like an Instinct brand. This is like, all right, that's cool. I talked to my best friend. He was cool with it. He said, let's go for it. You know, you take over as Like an Instinct. You do your thing. So we went and talked to the guy. Say, I want to get out of this contract. You guys have invested. I decided to change my style of music, and my vision is much more different than his. If he wants all the songs that I've already made, they're all his. It's all yours. Whatever. You want the name, keep the name. I'll have my own name, and that's done. And thankfully it happened. I got out of a bad contract. And since then, I've been reading contracts by myself and pass it along to some friends of mine and managers, and they give me the heads up. It's like, all right, this is what's up about this and so, and this is what's gonna give you. This is what's up. Like, all right, cool, appreciate it. You know, since then I haven't had one bad contract after that day. Why? Because I read every fucking letter, word, paragraph, page, whatever you want to fucking call it. I read every single one of them because I need to know how much was this gonna screw me. Because believe it or not, guys, any other contract that you sign in the music industry, you're gonna get screwed no matter what. No matter what, the labels always wins. Like, you're never gonna get the best deals. You can negotiate on some sort of way to get a better deal for you, a better chances, but labels always gonna get the biggest cut or whatnot. That's always gonna be. That's the whole thing about the music industry. If you're gonna get yourself screwed, you're gonna get yourself screwed no matter what. You are gonna get screwed. But it is your job to work with these deals to get yourself screwed less. That's the word, screwed less. Now, I actually want to go with the topic with, why are these certain artists are broke as fuck? And why are these certain artists are flexing with their material stuff, or flexing their money out there in the social medias and whatnot. Well, let me tell you something about it, guys. Something that some of you may probably have already heard in some episodes I did with Archie and others. But I'm going to say it again. When the label gives you a deal and then gives you money up front, guys, that is not your money. No. That is the label's money. Think about it like this. The label is loaning you certain amount of money. It's a loan. Because fucking A, what kind of label would give free money up front like that just for you to have? No, it doesn't work like that. No. Guys, come on. You're never going to get money like that. Oh, but what about these artists all these rappers that that they got this deal, this $10 million deal. And, now they're touring, they're doing merch, and they got fucking cars and Bieber, Benz or Bentley, and chicks and houses and private planes and fucking shit and whatnot. Guys. That is baloney. That is baloney. You know why? Because that's not their money. That's the label's money. The purpose of that money that the label gives you up front is not for you to keep it. No. The labels is basically investing on you. They're investing your craft, your music, so that way you can pay them back what they give you. So let's just give that example with the $10 million. A label gives you $10 million up front, right? Okay, cool. I got $10 million. That $10 million, the purpose of it is for you to cover all sorts of expense and use it for studio sessions and whatnot. Why? Because guys, believe it or not, a studio session is actually pretty expensive. You need to separate a certain room that you want to record because it's big, it's comfortable, and you like the microphones on it. That all costs money. I'm talking about hundreds of dollars per hour money. Per hour. Let's say that you're doing a 5-hour studio session. It could be from 100 to 200 per hour for 5 hours. Or it could be an 8-hour session. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit. Think of it like that. So you need to use that $10 million that they give you up front to cover that. Plus, you need to cover the audio engineer that needs to make sure that, the room's all set up and the board is working perfectly fine and that your vocals are okay and that the beats are okay. Oh shit. Gotta pay for the fucking producer. That's another price. That's another expense that you gotta pay. You need to pay the guys that's making your music. Unless you make your own music, that's a whole different ball. But if you're just a singer and you need a beat maker, you have to pay that guy too. And God knows how many songs you make, because let's just say that you make 50 songs and the label says, you know what? We only like 10 of these songs out of those fucking 40 songs. So you already spent a shitload of money on that. Now that you got your album, all your songs already, now you need to pay for marketing. You got to pay for publicity. You got to pay for sponsorships and ads and whatnot. And that costs money. That costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to do that. Because then you need to plan, all right, which date do you want to release this? Oh, shit. I forgot. You need to pay the fucking publishing company as too. So that way they can work with the marketing team and the ads and the publicists and whatnot. So that way they can promote your song or your album to a certain day. And once you got that, you need to make music videos. You need to make music videos on the songs that it's gonna pop. It's gonna be the most catchiest songs ever. That it's gonna be number one. Not only that, you need to pay the radio people or the streaming platform services for them so they can play these songs. After that, let's just say that shit, your song is going up. All this shit, numbers are going well. Touring. Let's go to touring. All right, let's go with tour. Who's going to pay the tour, by the way? Your agent? Not. Your manager? Not. Your label? Not. Your label is like, well, where's my $10 million? Well, we're going to get into that part shortly, So who are you going to go to? Where are you going to go? Oh, wait a minute. The $10 million that the label gave you. Oh, yeah. Some of that money that I already spent on some of this stuff. Yeah. Okay. Now I need to spend money on transportation, bus tours or cars, flight, whether you're taking a first class tickets or private jet, hotel stay, 5-star hotel and shit, why not? Room service. Yeah, those are not cheap. You see all the stuff that I'm right now saying? Look at how many stuff I'm marking down right now. That's all the stuff you gotta pay for, that you gotta cover your expenses. And then God knows how much you're gonna get back out of the tours and merchandise. But you also gotta keep in mind, it's like at the end of all this, you probably already wasted all your $10 million on covering all these expenses. Guys, believe it or not, $10 million is nothing. Those $10 million are gonna go like that because you have to pay so much shit to make sure that your shit is popping, And obviously, the label is like, all right, you hit your numbers. So where's the $10 million that we borrow you? What? The what? Yeah, the $10 million that we borrow you so you can actually make this shit happen? Oh. Yeah, oh. You see, that's why some of these artists are stupid as fuck. Because they forgot, like, oh, fuck, we gotta pay the 10 million bahts. Because what? Every fucking label is gonna give you money up front just like that? Bro, if that's the case, every other label will be run out of business. No, they expect that money back. And they control all of your songs, all the masters, all the rights to it. All because you decided to take that 10 million up front. They control every aspect of it. It's like, I don't have the 10 millions. It's like, well, you gotta figure something out because we'll sue you. And if you don't have it, then, you can go to jail and get paid a fine on top of the $10 million that you owe us. You'll be a slave for us for the rest of your life. Basically, that's what's happening with Kanye West. Like, and one of the dumbass contracts, he signed that he can never retire from music. Fucking idiot. He may be a billionaire, but he's a dumb billionaire. Yeah, so that money, oh shit, now I need to get that $10 million back. How do I do that? Well, all the tours and whatnot, all that earning that you get from the tours and whatnot, you pay it back to your labels. But there's a problem to that. The problem is that in your tours and your shows, let's say that you get paid a certain amount, you have to remember that out of that certain amount, you have to divide that with your agent, with your manager, your touring manager, and whoever actually handles your marketing team as well, your promoter and whatnot. You have to divide those. So let's just say let's just say that you earn $500,000 per show, $500,000 per show. In your head, you're like, holy shit, 500,000. So in 500,000, that means that, wait, hold on. In 10 million, holy shit, all I gotta do is 20 shows and I can pay off what I owe to the label. I'm Gucci. I'm gone. I'm done. I'm good after this. Wrong. Out of the $500,000 that you were getting paid for that show, you gotta divide that between your agent, your booking agent, your manager, and your touring manager, and your promoters. So let's just say that out of the 500,000, you get 20%, let's say, to the booking agent. So your booking agent gets 100,000. So now you're stuck with 400. Your manager gets these are pretty high numbers, but they're not unrealistic regardless. So I'm just putting this in the worst case scenario. Another 20%. So let's just go 400 times another 20. $80,000 goes to your manager. So now you got 320,000. 320,000 times 10% on your touring manager. You give 32,000 to your touring manager. So now you got 288,000. And let's just say, just for the fuck of it, times another 10% for your promoters, for marketing and whatnot, 28,800. So now you got yourself with 200 and rounded up $260,000 to your name. Now, remember what I say earlier about the cover expenses? This goes back to the cover expenses. So in reality, you may end up having $100,000 to your name, $100,000 while you have a $10 million debt with your label. That's insane. So let's just say that out of the 100,000, let's go, hold on, $10 million divided by 100,000, you have to do 100 shows for you to pay off that initial loan, plus interest if they add interest on that. 100 shows. There's 365 days a year. Out of that year, you need to make sure you make 100 shows. If not, it goes to the next year. Say you do 50 shows a year. That's the best way to do it. But the problem to that, again, is that you're not gonna technically like pay that money right now. You're not gonna just like, all right, I got 100K and then I'm just gonna give this straight to the label. No, because why? You need to live. You need to a place for you to live. You need a house or an apartment, a transportation like a car or something. Like you need a place for you to live. You got food to feed yourself, and whatever you gotta take care of, you're gonna use that money as well to take care of those people, So let's just say that out of the 100,000, let's just say 50,000 or less will go down to your name for you to actually, let's just say out of the 100,000, half of it goes to the label and half to you. So you can actually have you can use your expenses. So, and again, this is like in the unlikely scenario, but this is like the perfect example. All right. So you give them 50,000 to the label out of the $10 million loan debt that you have with them. So let's just do this again. How many do I need? 10 million divided by 50,000, 200 fucking shows you have to do to finish that loan debt. Insane. And you wonder why artists are broke. And you wonder why some of these old rock bands are doing this some sort of a reunion tour, It's like, oh, we're coming back again. Yeah, motherfuckers, they're coming back again because, you haven't paid that debt and you need to pay it back. It sucks, it really sucks. Which is why I always tell people to read the fucking contracts. Read what it says, the fine print. Because if not, labels will take advantage. And if you don't read it and you don't negotiate with, obviously the labels are gonna go, whoop, he's all ours, guys. Ours forever and ever. That's literally the definition of signing a deal with the devil, unfortunately. Now, you guys are probably wondering, shit, that's how bad these motherfucking labels are? Ben, then maybe it's better off if I go independent. Would you rather go independent or just go with the labels? So I got an argument with you on that one because many may say it's like, well, I mean, look at Drake. Drake is right now independent. He has his own label and shit right now. Yes, guys. Drake is independent and he has his own thing. But the reason why he has his own thing is because he has the resources. If you want to go independent, that's fine by me. Go for it. Only if you have the resources for you to go independent. That's the only advice I will give for people if they want to go independent or choosing between the labels or independence. If you have the resource for it, then yes, go for it. You believe that you will potentially earn more, then absolutely go independent. But that's if you have the resources. If you don't have the resources, you'll end up as a starring fucking artist. And that's like the worst route that you could ever take overall. I've discussed this with Shoku. Shout out to my brother Shoku. A few episodes with him when I interview him about going the struggling artist route, and his experience is not good, and I couldn't do it either because the certain amount of money that I owe to my student loans. If I go the struggling artist route, I will never pay off. I'll always gonna be dead. My credit is gonna be horrible. Like, no, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So you gotta keep in mind, like, if you don't have the resources, if you don't have a team that that can support you, that can actually help you market yourself and such, it's gonna be hard. Like, for instance, I'm doing this by myself, and it's hard as shit. It's hard to promote my show. It's hard to promote my music, which is why sometimes I have to rely on labels to help me to get that bigger audience, so that way I can maintain myself to do this sort of stuff. But Wilson, weren't you just shitting on the labels just not so moments ago? Yes, guys, I'm shitting on labels, but more precise, I'm shitting on the people that sign to these labels, that they give them these ridiculous contracts because you didn't fucking read. I read all my contracts. I've signed under the Wolfson brand. I've signed with 2 labels: Artist Intelligence Agency, which is basically dubstep.net or Pantheon right now, which is associated with EDM.com, and Hybrid Trap with Drop Central, and I don't know, Chill Vibes. I don't know what's the other one. Those are like the 2 labels under the Wolfson brand that I sign up for my music. Maybe hopefully with these new songs that I'm sending to these labels, maybe more labels are gonna fuck with it. Who knows? We'll see. I released 2 songs with dubstep.net, which is Pantheon now, and they sent me 2 contracts out of those songs, and there were like a 50-page. Was it a 50-page or was it 20-page? I can't remember. I know I have the contract around there in my email, like around there, but I remember it was a lot, and I have to read carefully every single one of them, And on the other one, it wasn't that big of a deal. I have like 3 songs with them and 3 vocal pads with them, with Drop Center and Hypertrap, which is the same people. Yeah. So I had to read those contracts. Yeah, like, can just like go ahead and sign out and say, yeah, go for it. Like, no, I had to read them. And if there was something that I did not like, I will actually tell them, I didn't like this part. Can you work something out with this part? Yeah, sure. Okay, no problem. Then we're good to go. Sign off and let's go. And boom, my music are released. See, that's another thing that people need to understand. Always look for deals that have a better opportunity than money. It's not everything has to go with money, because obviously if you go to the independent route, better make sure you have all the resources. I sound like a broken record at this point, but I can't stress that shit enough. However, if the label has a better deal than you going on the independent route, then yeah, go for it, man. If it's an opportunity. See, that's the thing. You need to understand something. Certain labels actually open up the doors to you, because at first, not many labels are gonna risk it. Not many labels are gonna fuck with it. But once that one label does, and then opens up the doors to many others, and many others will offer you better deals. So it's like, hey, go for it. If the deal is good, take it. But you always got to keep in mind, always go with the one that suits you the best for the long run. Like, always play the long run all the way, guys. Don't look short term, look for the long term. What is this going to help me in the future? Let me give you an example. Is it better to give you $900,000 up front on your song, on your music, or $20,000, and I can guarantee you'll have a better career in the future and have better projects, and you'll be the biggest artist? Which one you guys will choose? Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Which one you choose? Personally, real one that you should be choosing is the $20,000. Why? Because the $900,000 doesn't guarantee you that you're gonna be the biggest artist. It just tells you that I'm paying you for this song, and we'll see how it goes. You have to do all the work. But the other one, it tells you like, hey, I'll give you 20 G's, but if the song hits number 1, hey man, then I'm gonna make sure you're the biggest artist. We'll have a plan for you. We'll make sure that you do this, do that, and blah, blah, blah. All for 20 G's. Meaning that you can pay that off very quickly on your next show or something when you hit your numbers. Like that. See, those are the type of deals that you hardly see, but it does exist. And you need to see them. That's the type of stuff you need to make sure it's a guarantee, because you want to make sure that you have a future yourself. You want to make sure that, that you can support yourself, that you have a place to yourself, that you can feed yourself every day. You got to go for whichever actually gives you the better benefits, the better opportunities. Like shit. My homies, Shindo and Nitty Gritty. Shout out to those Grammy nominee award winners. Shout out to those guys. Those are my homies, my brothers. Before they are Grammy guys, because they are, they worked with one of Cardi B's first albums. I think some of the songs didn't make it to their first album, but they work on them. Atlanta Records wanted to sign them, both of them. Like, we want you to be our producers. They declined it. Why? Because the deal that they were given, I don't remember the specifics of it when they were telling me, but it wasn't worth it. It was something about, giving you money up front and, you'll just work for us. That's pretty much it. Like, no, these guys are EDM producers. Like, they do other music. They can't be tied down with one label. Like, they're all independent. Like, they want to make music for all sorts of labels. That's what the idea of an EDM artist. But these Atlanta Records doesn't understand that, and they want to tie them up. They say, no, we're not. So, obviously, they could say, like, wow, what an idiot that they didn't sign to Atlanta Records. Really? They're an idiots for not signing Atlanta Records? Well, let me tell you about these idiots. These idiots are right now Grammy nominees and award-winning producers. If they would have signed to Atlanta Records once upon a time, I don't think they would have made it that far. Because they didn't sign out to Atlanta Records and they had other deals with other labels, better deals, which they managed to write. They went to Matt Decent, that's Diplo's label. Diplo told them, like, hey, man, I can't give you this amount of money, but I can give you guys a career, like an exposure. Like, I can put you guys on the map, like, and you guys are going to be forever in the map. And that's exactly what happened. Now they're in the map. Both of them. Shindo did Justin Bieber's album with Peaches. I think the song they did was Peaches, and another 5-track as well with Justin Bieber. And he also worked with Skrillex and Pooh Bear, while Nitty Gritty basically worked with Diplo and a couple of other artists as well. Skip Marley, Cardi B, of course, and others. Like, shit, like, if they would have signed with Atlanta Records, they couldn't do any of that stuff, because Atlanta Records want to make sure that they're locked out and exclusive for them, and they can't do anything else outside of that. So obviously, are they idiots for not taking that money, for not getting signed to Atlanta Records, or they're actually smart? My book, smart as fuck, because they saw the long term. Another story I'm gonna bring to you guys before we wrap this up. Nitty Gritty had this dubstep song. It's well known as Crack. Infamous dubstep song. When I heard the first version of that song, I was blown away. That song was just up the roof. That shit was hard. Like, it was fucking insane, that song. Crack. What's your fucking neck? Crack, 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 crack. Boom. What the? Like, oh my God. It just goes hard. Like, shout outs to my boy for making that song. Initially, that song was supposed to be an EP with Never Say Die. Oh shit, I'm exposing some truth I shouldn't be even mentioning, but here we go. Never Say Die, love the song, but the problem to it is that they want to change the drop. They want to change some stuff. They want to add some stuff. And we're like, but your artists are playing it. Skrillex is playing it. Other people are playing it. Everybody is loving it. Why would you change it? Just leave it as it is. And they're like, either you change it or we're not going to release it. All right, cool. They backed out. They're not releasing Never Say Die. So they're planning to release it on their own. Apparently, when they were ready to release on their own, Tiesto heard the song. Tiesto says like, oh shit, this song is dope. Mind you, Tiesto is a house dude. Tiesto's like, this show's up. You know what? Is that song available? Dude, just release it under my label, Musical Freedom. And before you know it, the song was released at Tiesto's label, Musical Freedom. And Tiesto played it at Ultra. What? So you see, guys, you go where the opportunities is best for you in the long run. They gamble, but they say, this song is great. And I know there are going to be better opportunities when I release it. And what happened? Tiesto wanted it, and they got released on Tiesto's label. I don't know about you guys. Never Say Die is a big dubstep label, but they're not Tiesto big. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I love my dubstep labels. I love all of them. But when you got a guy like Tiesto, who's got millions and millions and millions of followers and listeners playing a song on live on Ultra and on his label, people are gonna follow it. And he got a better deal. Straight up. It got a better deal by just releasing it with Tiesto. So, yeah, guys, you always want to go with the best deal. So, my final thoughts to the whole this is that you better read your fucking contracts before you sign them. Like, if you see something, I recommend which contract is very convenient with you. Just read it. If it's very convenient for you, go for it. If it's not, then negotiate. And if they still don't budge, then don't sign it. Go somewhere else. Because if this label did fuck with it and they want it, that means other labels will want it too. And you can use that leverage too. You can use that leverage saying like, yo, this label is asking me this much, or this label is offering me this, or this is how they do. What can you guys do? That's business 101. You can leverage that shit. Absolutely. And of course, play the long game. Just play it, guys, because it's the only way for you to survive in this shitty music industry that we live in, because it's scummy, it's shady, and it's full of lies, and people get ripped off on a daily basis. So I suggest you play the long game. Look for a deal that that in the long game, it's gonna be the best for you. Just like the stories that I already made from my boys Nitty Gritty. Perfect examples. So guys, we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna leave it like that. So thank you guys for listening. And remember, every week is a brand new episode with a brand new topic. So be sure to like and subscribe for your weekly episodes at the Lone Wolv Podcast for SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and of course the YouTube channel at lonewolfpod.com. That's lonewolfpod.com. Comment down below to share your experience and share your topics. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you guys got a certain topic you want to talk about, please let me know, and I can probably mention on the next episode. Okay, guys? Like and subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.